Do you think your puppy will magically learn to go potty in the right spot in just a few days? I used to believe that too, until I found myself cleaning poop off the living room floor at 3 a.m., hands shaking, while the dog just lay there like nothing ever happened. If you're feeling exhausted, confused, or even guilty because your pup keeps having accidents, let me tell you this: you are not alone. And more importantly, you're not doing it wrong. You just haven't been shown the right way yet. Potty training isn't as simple as many people think. It's not just about taking the dog outside and hoping for a miracle. It's a whole little journey with dozens of tiny details that, once understood, can save you time, stress, and even those moments of frustration that bring you to tears. In today's video, I'll share 7 practical tips that have helped hundreds of people successfully potty train their puppies in just a few weeks. These aren't just theories, they're real-life tips you can start using right away, so you don't have to scream every time you step into a surprise puddle on your floor. And if you've made it this far into the video, I'm willing to bet you genuinely care about your dog's happiness and well-being. So, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because every week I share simple but super effective tips to help you understand and care for your dog better every single day. So now let's dive into the 7 potty training secrets that every dog owner should know before they burn out and give up. If you've ever gotten angry because your dog had an accident in the house, you're not the only one. In frustration, many people have scolded, yelled, or even lightly hit their dogs, hoping it would make them smarten up. But here's the truth: that only makes things worse. When punished for going potty in the wrong place, dogs don't understand that it's about the location. They just learn going potty in front of humans equals danger. So what do? They start sneaking off and doing it in secret, behind the couch, under the bed, places you won't find until it's way too late. They're not doing this to be defiant. They're doing it because they're scared of you. And once they start hiding it, training becomes 10 times harder. If you've made this mistake in the past, don't beat yourself up. You were just acting on instinct. But from now on, it's time to change. Just remember, when your dog messes up, that's when they need you most. Not your anger, but your patience. Because dogs can't understand right from wrong without being taught properly, potty training is kind of like teaching a child to speak. It takes repetition, clarity, and specific guidance. Some people think just opening the door and letting the dog out will do the trick. But if you don't show them exactly where to go and repeat it every day, your pup will be just as confused as you. Take your dog to the right spot, stand still, wait for them to finish, and then reward them with praise and a small treat. Do it again and again. That's not boring. That's how a dog's brain learns. And just as importantly, when they succeed, let them feel your joy. Sometimes a simple "good job, buddy" can completely change how a dog sees the world. But to guide them properly, you need to recognize when your dog actually needs to go. And this is something many people miss. Subtle but obvious signs like circling in one spot, whining softly, sniffing the ground, or suddenly running off in a hurry. If you catch these signs and act quickly, like taking them out right away, your chances of success go way up. Think of it like driving a car. If you don't know when the gas light turns on, you'll never fill up in time. Same with dogs. When you listen to them, you're helping you both avoid unnecessary messes. And if you really want things to fall into place, there's one more thing that's almost non-negotiable. Create a regular potty schedule. Just like us, Dogs feel secure when they have a routine. Try taking them out at consistent times, after meals, after play, after naps. It doesn't need to be to the minute, but the rhythm should be steady. When dogs start to anticipate, after breakfast I go outside, they learn to hold it and wait, instead of panicking and finding a random spot. That repetition, day after day, helps build a rock-solid habit. One dog parent told me, after 3 weeks of staying on schedule, my dog started waiting by the door every morning. I almost cried with joy. And trust me, that moment is when you'll feel like you did something right, and your dog will know they finally understand you. But this is just the beginning. Because for potty habits to truly stick, you need to understand how rewards shape your dog's behavior, and how every successful potty trip is a moment to build your bond. A lot of people think that just getting the dog to the right place is enough, but actually, the biggest difference comes from what you do right after. When your dog finishes going in the right spot, don't just walk away or say, "Done." This is the golden moment, the exact time when their brain is locking in what just happened. Give them enthusiastic praise, happy voice, excited tone. Maybe a little treat, a belly rub, or just your voice saying, "Good job, buddy." But here's a tip. Don't praise them while they're still going, because you might startle them and interrupt the process. Wait a few seconds after they're finished. The reward doesn't have to be huge, but the emotion you put into it has to be real. And for that reward to really stick, you need to manage the environment, because without it, your efforts can be undone by just one unnoticed accident. A puppy left to roam the house for hours without supervision is bound to mess up. Every time they go in the wrong place and no one notices or corrects it, their brain thinks, "This spot's okay too." So when you can't supervise, use a crate or block off areas with baby gates. If you're leaving the house, keep them in an easy-to-clean area with a pad or designated spot. We can't be with our dogs 24/7, but we can shape the environment to minimize mistakes. Another crucial, but often overlooked factor is choosing the right surface for potty time. Dogs remember how the ground feels under their paws when they pee. It's called surface preference. If you train your dog on soft pee pads, they'll start looking for similar textures: rugs, clothes, blankets. Anything soft might become a target. So if your goal is for them to go outside on grass, take them out there as often as possible. If that's not always doable, use fake grass on top of the pads to mimic the texture. One owner once told me, "I couldn't figure out why my dog kept sneaking into the bedroom to pee on pillows. Turns out, I trained him on pee pads that felt just like the pillows." Funny, but true. Sometimes, what's under their paws is what guides their behavior. And if you've done everything right and still feel overwhelmed, just remember, you're not alone. Training a dog is a journey, not a race. Some days you'll see progress. Other days, it'll feel like you're back to square one. That's completely normal. Be kind to yourself and to your pup. Because here's the amazing thing. Every day you stay patient, your bond gets stronger. A dog doesn't change its behavior because you yell. It changes because you love it the right way. If you've stuck with me this far, I believe you're a truly caring dog parent and well on your way to becoming the kind of companion every pup dreams of. Don't forget to hit subscribe to get more videos like this every week. Because training isn't about being the perfect owner. It's about making your dog feel safe, understood, and truly loved.